What is happening, everybody? It is finally Friday. I'm your host, the Appalachian American. With me, as always, is my right-hand man, Tommy Gunn.
What's up, everybody? It's Friday. I hope everybody's having a good time. It's been actually a long week, so I'm glad it's Friday.
Yeah, we getting hyped. We getting hyped up in here. You got the dance music. Joining us, he's a doctor. We don't know what of. Dr. Coffinails.
Evening. Yeah, I've also been a long week for me, and I'm not a bear, and I'm not doing cocaine, so that makes it even longer.
Ooh.
Oh.
Last but not least, the man from down under, the author himself, David Applegate.
G'day, fans, air conditioners, and other cool units. Welcome to another men's room.
Man, it is Friday. I'm hyped, dude. Ooh. I'm excited.
All right, we know one bear's doing cocaine.
Hey, Monday, Tommy Gunn has a birthday.
Yep, the big 3-3.
I thought you were younger than me by like a lot more.
No.
Just a year. Oh, wait, Tommy Gunn, 1990. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, nice. Well, right on, man. Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Happy early birthday. That's right. Next week, we are, for a majority of us, we don't know yet who all's coming, but we should have a big old shindig at my house in the garage.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if only we could drag David up here, but, you know.
David, can you just, load yourself into cargo and ship yourself here? We'll ship you back.
Yeah, Amazon doesn't do live pets.
Man, that'd be awesome, though, if you could come, though.
Oh, it would be awesome. But, I left
duper.
Al Gore stole my private jet and he won't return it.
Oh, you suck, Al Gore. You suck. Anyway, so yeah, we're all going to be getting together. What was that?
Hello.
Hey, Alexa, shut your pie hole. Thank you. Jeez.
Don't you hate it when AI goes rogue?
Alexa,
it's not time yet.
Shut
it's
up.
Not time for the apocalypse.
Good. She said, bye. Yeah. Shut your pie hole, Wang Chung.
No Wang Chunks for you tonight.
Right. So, yeah. Next week's going to be awesome because we're going to have 3 microphones plugged up into this wonderful soundboard. So, yeah. That'll be a good time. Let's see. What's on the agenda tonight, guys?
MCU. Well, MCU. Elizabeth Banks having a meltdown.
Yeah, MCU just kicked off what phase? Is it phase 5 now? Is this the first movie of phase 5?
Yeah, phase dumb.
First official movie of phase 5. Yes.
Phase dumb.
Hey,
what's up, Anime Night? How you doing, buddy? This is it's Tommy's birthday on Monday, so we're partying.
My birthday is the day after.
I did already get one early birthday present.
Tommy, we don't talk about that naughtiness online. We don't talk about naughty stuff.
I got a camo keyboard.
Sure, you did. That's a code word.
Yeah.
It's code word. We don't talk about dirty stuff on here, Tommy. Allegedly.
Fun fact, me and my wife actually share our birthday together.
Oh,
I thought one was one day apart.
No, it's
really?
It's 3 years apart. She's 3 years younger, but it's on the same day.
I knew there was some kind of twist to it.
Same year?
Yeah, she ruined my
3 years apart.
3 years apart. I'm sorry.
She ruined my 3rd birthday because she brung the blizzard of '93.
I remember that blizzard.
Yep. Couldn't do nothing for my birthday.
Dude, all right. Little bit of backstory. My mom and my grandma and my aunt and all them, they worked at a flower shop. Well, my birthday's February 13th. And to be a little bit more precise, 3 hours until Valentine's Day. Give or take a minute or two. But My mom was always busy. My whole family was always busy on Valentine's Day. So like my birthday just didn't exist.
Yeah, you gotta hand me down Valentine's flowers.
Like my mom would always send me like some candy or cupcakes or something to school. But for the most part, the whole family didn't get together until after Valentine's Day. So
Dude, I'll never forget. My mom brought cupcakes to school, and it had this edible paper on it for like that laid flat on the pancake as a picture of like the Tasmanian devil. It tasted like wax. So
That might be my new favorite button.
I know, I love it. You can just stick it in for everything. Just that's racist. So yeah,
Since we both had a birthday real close, Seth, favorite birthday gift. Let's do that tonight. Just start stuff out.
favorite birthday gift. I don't know.
Mine was the blue Power Ranger with the head flip.
Most of my Power Ranger toys.
Oh, is it the one? Is it the one where you push the button in the center and the head flips to like the helmet,
Yeah.
and then again? I thought I've had.
Hey, collector. Apparently, there we go.
Whoa.
Hello.
What's up,
Hey,
man?
g'day, collector.
How's everybody doing? I know it's been a while since I've been on.
Hey, speaking of being on, have you heard anything about next weekend?
Next weekend. What's that?
Yeah. I posted in our group chat, but it's been kind of like sporadic, so I didn't know if you'd seen that or not.
Oh, is it like the?
We're gonna get together next Friday night
Okay.
in the garage.
I've been sick for a while. I got strep throat right now.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, if you feel up to it, you're more than welcome to come.
Yeah. The first in middle of January, I got COVID. Then I got over it. Then I got strep throat.
Oh my god! Look,
We
it's
got a full
late.
house.
It's Bradley.
I
What
figure
up,
I probably got
mate?
strep throat from Big Lick.
Oh.
Making out with all them big licks, huh?
Yeah. Too much Big Lick. Buddy of mine I set up with, they brought their like 2-year-old. I probably got it from him.
Freaking late, just bailed out.
He said he's
Dr.
on the
Coffinails, I liked your comment. Tommy, if you make it to 34, you'll do better than John Belushi, Chris Farley, and Jesus.
Yeah.
Not to be sacrilegious, but yeah.
Right. I said that joke the other day. I was like, I'm older than Jesus, and I was like, wait a minute, no, sorry, Jesus.
Technically, technically he came back. So I mean, that's a trick that probably none of us are going to accomplish. So
No.
so
No.
We're unworthy.
Apparently, Elijah Schaefer posted 19 hours ago that Britney Spears isn't doing very well.
oh no.
Not that she's like sick or anything. She just looks like she's going crazy.
Well, she's
Yeah, shave her
been
head.
doing that for. Have you seen her Instagram?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
as long as she
it's
doesn't,
really
as long as she doesn't shave her head again, then we'll see where this goes.
Dude,
Well,
all right.
they let Madonna out in public, so I guess it's all right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She looks
Yeah,
rough,
she's-
dude. She looks like she looks like
She-
Jigsaw.
She looks like Janice from the Muppet Show.
Yeah,
After
I've seen that
Don't
meme.
look
she looks like a Muppet.
What's the deal with the glitch in the Matrix? Her
What
dress.
the?
Her
Who?
dress looks like
That's interesting.
Who
Yeah.
wears? I mean, unless you're going to a party hosted by Elton John, maybe it would work. But
She probably
it's
bought it off-
no, it doesn't work.
No offense to fashion designers, but yeah, that's not fashion. That's somebody on a binge, you know. Just
Who is that?
she probably bought.
I think it's Joe Biden.
Oh,
I think.
Oh, of course, because it looks like Hunter Biden did this.
Yeah.
Since they don't use a
If
digital
somebody
camera
says,
no
"What do I
more,
do
so they
with
have to
all these
figure a use
cutoffs?"
for it.
Yeah, all these cutoffs. What do I do with it?
Yeah, she just gave it to Hunter Biden. It's like, here, make the dress look pretty, and that is the exact opposite.
That's what you get when you're when you're on drugs. There, everybody.
So speaking of the
Crack is a hell
Biden,
of a drug.
speaking of the Biden,
Parmesan.
did y'all notice the big bruise on top of Biden's head?
A lot of people are
Hey,
saying that's
Bruce.
from Ash Wednesday.
Oh well.
Yeah.
I thought it was because he fell down the steps on Air Force One.
Well,
No.
Didn't he fall up the steps?
You suggest her Biden fell on his head. That's
Well,
foreboding.
at least there's not an escalator or he'd still be falling.
Oh.
well, here's the thing though. Somebody did recently fall, and then they didn't want to report on it.
Uh-oh,
Yeah.
who'd that be?
Somebody there's long range shot of somebody falling out of Air Force One. They will not tell you who it was. No one can confirm whether or not it was Biden or not.
That's what I was
Really?
getting-
Is
Yeah,
this
he
breaking
realized-
news?
It was a hard
Maybe
fall.
like 2 or 3 days ago.
Oh.
It was
well.
a hard fall too. You just like whoosh
Yeah,
straight down.
Yeah.
I think that one is his worst one than the first time.
It was the pilot of the UFO shot down over Canada.
Hmm.
It wasn't a children's balloon from a. No, it wasn't a children's party balloon. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I heard about
Some of
that.
the balloons weren't all. One of them was a children's, one of those huge party balloons.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got a bouncy house we could probably play with next week since we're talking about balloons.
hey, we
Yeah.
do gotta start a fire in the garage for the thing because it's gonna be 50. And
All right, yeah, I'll get one going beforehand. I'm off Thursday and Friday, so I'm just gonna be cleaning up, chilling, and doing whatever. Be doing it, yeah. Do it. Now that's
Give me
next
1
week, so
second,
it
guys.
probably will be. It'll probably be through like 3 cycles of 80 degrees. Because weather in our area is kind of bipolar.
But I'm guessing you've been warmer than we have because we were down to 30 something today.
Actually, yesterday was when I left for work at 6:30 in the morning. It was 68 degrees,
Oh my God, that'd be nice.
and
But
then
that
when I
keep
got
telling
off
you-
from work, it was like 70 something degrees. Then
Whoa.
when we went to bed, it was like 50,
Sorry
55. And when I woke up this morning, it was ice cold because we had the windows down.
Yeah. Complain
Oh,
about the weather.
absolutely.
Yeah. Complain about the weather, and Facebook will tell you it's 2 degrees hotter than 50 years ago. I don't give a fuck. Also, you're lying.
all right. So
I have a new addiction.
What's that?
perfect.
Graphite powder.
Oh.
It turns silver. You put it over top of like material, paint, gloss paint.
Yeah.
You get chrome.
Oh,
Oh.
Ooh.
Nice.
Like
All right.
here's a before, and here's after.
What is that
Okay.
again?
nice.
It's graphite powder.
Oh, graphite powder.
And you just brush it on, then you polish it to the chrome finish.
Nice.
Oh wow. Oh heck yeah.
And I did my Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
And,
Oh.
Hunter's going to have a shiny nose tonight.
I had to
Oh, that's cool.
Ice Man.
Oh, yes.
Actually, looks like ice now.
Yeah.
You just gotta make sure it's a glossy surface because the Ice Man had like dull white parts on it. So I hit it with some clear, let that dry, and I brushed it on and polished it out, and it's like shiny.
That is awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Tommy,
No
Tommy,
silver
what was
whatsoever, and it don't come off.
Tommy, what was you about to say?
All right. So man discussion. What's the best temperature to fall asleep with? Like when you go to bed, what's your temperature set at in your room?
Well, our air condition would be set to like 70, 69, 70, something like that, right in there. But I mean, last night was pretty chilly.
See, I like a decent 60 degrees. If my wife likes to have a fan on for the sound.
Oh, always. You always have a fan
No,
on.
I hate the fan.
Well, the fan hates you.
I hope it does.
Well, if you don't like fans, I can't be around here anymore.
And if you do ASMR mouth noises, you can't be around CollectorExpress, apparently.
You don't like that,
Doing
huh,
noises
CollectorExpress?
enrages me.
Yeah, he goes like from 6 to midnight. All of a sudden, just bam.
You know, this is true. In North Korea, people believe that if you sleep in a room with a fan, that you will die because it cuts the air up and you'll suffocate.
Yeah,
I'm not making this up.
Idiot.
Have you heard that? I think the government started that rumor because they didn't want people using fans or something.
no.
And now they can't get rid of that. Now people just believe it and they won't.
The story I got told is the government didn't want to report on suicides, so
Okay.
they would
Yeah.
count that.
So they
as-
blame electric fans.
fan.
Yes, I heard
That's
that.
even more sinister.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, actually, it wasn't just suicides; it was also homicides,
Mhm.
where the people
Well,
would
if I
murder
didn't
all
have
the
a fan
family
to sleep
members.
with, I'd probably commit a homicide.
Yeah, North Korea during the big starvation, a lot of older family members didn't wake up because younger family members would just get the pillow and it was the fan. It was the electric fan.
Man, I don't think I could ever like sleep without a fan on. I did when the power was out, but it was like icy winter, so I wasn't
Oh,
really worried.
when you wake
Some
up,
people just get used to the noise, I think. I've known people
plus
like
too,
that.
like the power goes out in the middle of
Yeah.
like
I've
Actually,
got
sometimes I
a
know when the power goes out because the local transformer bangs.
well,
It bangs
I have
loud.
tinnitus too, so if I don't have a fan going, I get that buzz.
Mm.
I like it about 68 degrees Fahrenheit. It'd be about 20 Celsius, but
I'm
That's-
down for
that's-
that.
that's more of a compromise because my wife likes it even hotter and I like it even colder. I'd really prefer to about 65 degrees.
I'm down for that.
But
When I was younger, when you used to be the craze of water beds,
mhm.
Yeah.
I'd turn the heater off. Get that some bitch cold.
Yeah, I got to have it a little cold at night.
Tommy, what do you
I,
like?
Mine's about
Feel
60
comfortable.
without a fan. If it's it also depends on the season because if it's hot outside,
Mhm.
I actually make it 70 because I don't want to sleep with a blanket.
Mhm.
It's weird. I don't know.
You can get that country air conditioning. You put one leg out of the blanket, one in.
Well, all
That's
right.
it.
Well, hey,
That's
listen, Tommy.
thermostat
So, what kind
control.
of blankets do you sleep with?
Huh?
What kind of blankets do you sleep with?
We have two big blankets because we both wrap ourselves up into like a cocoon. So we learned very quickly we had to have two different blankets.
Tell the truth, Tommy. She rolls up like in a cocoon, and you're sitting there like you just got used to like freezing without the blanket.
Yeah.
You got
Isn't that a
you got
meme?
that blanket
Maybe
out. Well, I have my own blanket, and she took it too.
Yeah.
My wife does that too, Tommy, and I think once again Tommy's technologically ahead of me because he's figured out that he needs two blankets there, and I think I need to do that myself.
So,
No. The trick is you start with one blanket, and as soon as she wraps herself, you reach over, grab your blanket. and put
There
it
you
on.
go.
yeah.
Otherwise,
work.
you wrap yourself in two blankets.
So here's the age-old discussion, though. Do you do fitted sheet yourself, top sheet, and then blanket?
Yes.
Okay, like a normal sane man would. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Okay,
Yes.
good deal. Do you do?
I just be careful how I say fitted sheet, though. You got to be careful. Don't say it too fast.
Why?
I'm better than there. No.
I don't
Nice.
get it.
Amber Heard sheets.
But no, I'm just like, do you
I
have
slit the
Will?
sheet I slit, and on the slitted seat I sit. Say that 3 times fast.
I don't
and
think
it'll,
I will.
and it'll be bad. It'll be something much worse than cut up sheets.
Yeah, you get it.
Everything that guy just says is bullshit. Thank you.
All right. So here's another question: can you sleep with your feet out of the blanket?
Negative.
What about your foot over, like past the bed?
Yeah.
I can't.
Really?
No. It's always ever since I was little. I'm afraid someone's gonna mess with my feet. I have my feet to be touched.
Did you have brothers messing with?
Listen with your feet, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you a story. So, when I was probably about 12 years old, I picked on my brother because I was able to grow a mustache, like starting to grow a mustache, and he wasn't. So he got mad at me, and I fell asleep. He shaved one of my legs.
Oh,
I had gym class the next day. I didn't notice it until I put the shorts on. I had one hairy ass leg and one smooth leg.
No. That means you get
How?
That's
You not notice?
Right.
That is some
Legs,
diabolical.
Tommy,
revenge there. I mean,
you wear jeans like? Did you wear jeans to sleep or something?
No.
Then how did you not feel the difference when you got up and put your jeans on? I know you wear jeans every day.
I do every day.
Yes.
And the only time I wore shorts growing up was for gym class. But when I wake up until I get going, I'm still asleep. Like there's no
If Tommy
recognizing
don't have
anything.
folders in his cup, he can't tell somebody shaved his leg.
you must sleep very soundly for somebody to be able to shave your leg.
Oh, it has. My sister shaved my head too. Wow.
Oh,
Emotional damage.
Tommy, that's not sleep.
Yeah, you got drugged, Tommy. They slid you some roofling in there, and you were just like,
Don't care.
No. He walked into the bedroom and it was bam with the baseball bat.
and then his dad was in
Or
the other room
a bottle.
Don't care.
for the commotion.
Keep it down. Keep it down. And if you murdered anybody, clean it up yourself.
How dare you?
How dare you?
I have so many of these little I keep wanting to do more. I want Christian Bale going, "Oh, good for you."
Yeah, you need the psycho. You need the little psycho dance.
Which one is
From
that?
American Psycho. You know when he's coming into the room
right.
with the axe and he's doing
Oh,
the
yeah.
little jig? That's a good one.
So right after he explains about Huey Lewis in the news.
Yeah. Oh, good for you.
Now, I think the secret is he's a method actor. So,
Yeah, that's right. It was Hip to Be Square was playing.
yeah. So
I
don't
haven't
know
seen
if
that
you
movie. I need to see it.
You've never seen American Psycho?
No.
Yeah, I want to see what you think of the ending.
Okay.
Because some people say that one thing about the ending, and I have another opinion. So I want to see. I want you to see it and then tell me what you think of what it means at the end. But it's a pretty good movie.
I've heard it's. I mean, everybody talks about how good it is.
Parts of it are hard to watch, but I mean,
like gore or what?
it's not really that gory. But there's some scenes that just make you very uncomfortable. Let me put it that way.
They're too
Okay.
real to be. They're almost too real.
Mm-hmm. There's a scene involving a dog that doesn't end well for the dog. That's probably one of the worst parts. There's a scene.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's. I don't care how many people he kills. Leave the dog alone.
Yeah, it's exactly. Yeah,
John Wick's over in the corner going like,
yeah.
John Wick is cleaning his gun. Somebody kill a puppy.
The worst about that movie is when he licks that dude's asshole.
Hey, Lord Vader.
all we heard was butthole. What?
Destroyed Alderaan. Why? John Wick's puppies.
I was a kid. I said, like, worst part of that movie is when he licks that dude's asshole.
Well,
I don't remember that part in American Psycho, but
just right. And actually, anybody? What is it? John Wick 4 is coming soon, or is coming soon, or was coming soon?
I do like the part where they're comparing Pokemon cards in the boardroom.
I don't remember that part either. I need to watch that again.
There's a meme where like people like superpose the business cards with Pokemon cards.
Oh, okay.
That was a good meme. That's a
why
good
I don't
one.
remember that because I haven't seen the meme.
Because I was going to say Pokemon cards. I remember them comparing business cards, and he got upset because somebody had a 1 point font. The font on the other guy's card was 1 point higher.
The paper stock is better or something. That's when he realizes he's going to kill him. Because I mean, we're not giving too much away. It's just there's just so much in that movie.
That was actually one of the most talked about scenes. So
he had a higher grade Charizard.
Yeah, now I get what you mean. Yes, they're comparing Pokemon cards, and he looks over and sees that he's got a rare card, and he's like, "That's it. That's it. That's the straw." No, but there's more context in the book. Actually, I think.
Right.
Yeah, there's more context in the book. I haven't read it.
I've not read the book either, but I like the movie.
I'm absolutely addicted to polishing everything into a chrome finish right now.
Sweet.
So, what do y'all think about the new Lord of the Rings coming out?
Is that an animated film?
Not that I'm seeing.
War of the Rohirrim?
No. I don't exactly know what Warner Brothers is thinking, but it's some sort of sequel to Peter Jackson.
Yeah,
but they didn't say which one.
They walk home.
I think it's the Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay.
When asked about Rings of Power, I think they said that's not. We have nothing to do with that. So,
well, they finally got second breakfast. That's what this movie's about.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Matt. Matthew's in the house. Hi, Matt. But yeah, I actually don't care about anything Warner puts out anymore because. Look at James Gunn.
Right.
Oh, we're going to humiliate Henry Cavill. We're going to belittle him. And then we're going to ask him to come back for far less money. That's what it was all about.
Are they asking him to come back now? I didn't hear that part.
As an older Superman for much less as a cameo.
No.
No, I would tell James Gunn to go F himself.
Yeah, well, let's see. He's got Warhammer that he's co-producing, I believe. He's co-producing that, isn't he, with Amazon?
And he invested in the property too. So
yeah. But he's co-producing, and he's going to get a writer's credit, but not as the head writer, but like a consultant. And moving forward, he is now possibly getting Man from U.N.C.L.E. Now that he's not getting James Bond, apparently. He's going to do Man from U.N.C.L.E. 2 that he's been trying to get done.
What about Armie Hammer? They just want to recast his character or just write him out?
I don't know what's happening. Everybody thinks it's written out, but...
Did the allegations ever get proven on him, or it was just allegations and destroy his career?
It was all to destroy his career, so they'd have to pay him less money.
Well, I was talking about the Army Hammer.
Oh, Arnie
Oh,
Hammer,
him?
no. A lot of it was to destroy his career, but yes, he did do.
He was outspoken against Hollywood elites, so
Yeah.
I could totally see it
most
being like a hit job on him.
Yeah, they did a hit job on him, but there was this one girl one time that he made a comment about how much he'd like to eat her, and it just won't go away.
Yeah. Maybe
About how he'd like to have her toe in his pocket or something. It was
Stupid.
it was pretty offbeat.
Yeah.
Maybe she didn't understand what he was saying. It's like,
It was a metaphor. I don't know.
It was pretty badly worded that he was actually how infatuated.
I've heard
he
people
was with
say
her.
she looks finger licking good, but before it's like,
She's one of these people who actually probably see. This is the problem. She was one of these people who can't take compliments.
Oops.
I don't know what.
Man, I can't find a Bale rant that's like an actual good video.
You can't find that one.
No, all I can find is the audio.
That may be all that exists.
Well, once upon a time, the MCU used to be good for memes. I don't think we're going to see any more good memes coming out of the MCU, except for maybe bad metaphors for bad content.
Channel Dad.
What's up, Matty Dubs?
There's Brian.
Hello.
We can hear you.
Lake's all sitting over here like
He's back.
He's fiddling with his headset again.
It's all right.
What's up, Lake Bruni?
Crap. I'm gonna find. I'm gonna have to figure out how to really hack that tower, and I'm gonna find whoever it is that starts their Pornhub downloads at 5:30 every day that screws up internet for everybody.
It said it's a download.
Well,
Right. You know, when you're downloading that porn, you got to have that high resolution. You got to have that 8K.
somebody starts doing,
Yeah,
you know,
10 MP, yeah.
it
David,
is.
Stream it to 10 MP.
David, you've been caught. Run.
It is like, yeah, and I've been ill the last 2 days, so
I understand. my
You better
friend,
get well, bro. You better get well, Lake.
yeah. But it's yeah, it's they say, oh, people, you know, they got off work, they drive home, and I'm like, you don't understand the people out here. They work till the sun goes down, and then sometimes they put lights on their heads. I don't know how many farmers I've seen out in the, you know, work, or people mowing their yards. It's like, and most
there's a
people live
reason
on
they
the
put
other
headlights on them
side.
John Deere's.
Yeah, yeah.
I've seen
So-
someone duct tape a flashlight to a push mower and mow their front lawn. And
Yeah. So, but yeah, I was looking at Cell Mapper. There's some other device that shows up only a couple miles due east of me. I have no idea what it is. I'm gonna have to go up that road. I think part of that road turns into a private drive, though. So,
and we never hear from Lape again.
oh no, I'm gonna take my I'm gonna take my
Be
AR
careful.
and it'll be locked and loaded. You kidding me?
Okay.
I'll have that, the 12 gauge,
Well,
and my
we may not
pistol
hear
in
from
the
Lake
car.
for a different reason.
Yeah.
The next we'll hear is on the news.
Oh, that's an interesting movie. You know, half an hour later, you're watching 5 movies with him. So it's like,
Well, it's like do like a detailed study on like the angles of the porn. You see at this angle here, they were trying to capture the right ambience of the scene, or like conveying that he was not actually the pizza delivery guy. The subtle context when he said, "I got a big one for you with lots of sausage."
Oh man, Late for real though. You better be here next week.
Next week, I got 2 duty days at
Sorry, you
beach.
told us she's coming.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, he said he would look.
If you back out of this now, I'm gonna come down there and kill you. I said that on YouTube. Sorry, YouTube.
Yeah, he's got to
In Minecraft, YouTube.
In Minecraft.
Or Fortnite.
Yeah.
or something like that.
In Fortnite, you teabag.
League of Legends, come on.
Allegedly.
So yeah, Labe, you better be here.
What are we doing?
Partying at my house.
Oh.
You remember? We only been
Yeah, I
talking
remember
about it for
talking about
weeks.
it, but I've also said I couldn't make it weeks
You
ago.
said no. You said we might be able to. Just depends on how much there is. You never said you wasn't coming.
Oh,
Well,
I thought I said
because
that 2
like
weeks
Mike
ago.
is not. Because I know.
You got to issue status updates more often, Labe.
No, I thought I did because I looked at my calendar and I looked at some other stuff and I wasn't able to swing it.
Oh, you
But-
suck, Labe.
I do. I'm a useless friend.
You sound like you sound.
At
like
least
you've
I
been
don't
sucking.
borrow money from you, so at least that's
That is true. You don't borrow money, so it's fine, I guess.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to you being up here.
Yeah, let me double check, but yeah,
It's
we'll
just
see.
Friday. You're only 2 hours and 45 minutes away.
Yeah, but I could have sworn that's the same weekend I've got like 2 other commitments. One for Saturday and one for Sunday. But that may not be till the week after. I'll have to double check. So what are y'all talking about before? I feel like I came in and everyone's
Nothing really.
quiet.
I mean, we got
No,
hyped
we'll-
because I was looking, I was excited just about to be able to stream.
Oh.
But now I'm just kind of like, well, I mean, there's really not a whole lot. We can talk about all the teachers been getting beat up.
Ooh.
Well, then there was another oil refinery fire today
Really?
in Mexico.
All right, let's see this.
I want to know, did she give it back?
Oh, beta mail
All that-
right there.
All that over a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bet you ain't getting that Switch now.
Nah, dog.
Yeah,
You
that.
can claim
Look at that.
you can claim racism all you want to, homie.
Now that-
You were up the creek.
Now he's kicking him.
And she's like out, dude. She's out.
Kicking somebody on the floor, that's gutless. That is total gutless.
Well, and
I mean,
if you
that
kick
chick is
someone in the
out.
head, that's attempted murder.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
kicking
she
the head.
hit
Yep.
she hit her head so hard she was out right there.
Yep.
The
What
initial
a
like
piece
she
of
didn't
shit.
know any of this was going on.
Yep, and there's punching her in the head.
No
Yeah, what a
movement.
piece of shit. What a garbage tier.
Oh, I think I just saw his foot like kick her. It was
Yeah, he was
brief,
kicking her.
but
Hold on, play it one more
Well,
time.
she'll get some sorrow. He'll
yeah,
get some
right there.
Soros DA, and he won't serve any time at all in juvie
Uh,
or wherever.
They'll blame racism.
I mean, bam, dude, she's out. She's out.
Okay, see, I thought his pants fell off, but it was.
Yeah, dude, like I mean, this stuff's like, man, this stuff's going all over right now.
Where was this at?
But
Flagler County Sheriff's Office. Oh, it's in Florida.
Yeah.
Flagler County,
Well,
Florida.
you should see his stuff
Oh,
on
they'll blame
Twitter,
DeSantis.
and there are a
Yeah.
lot of people that are like, "Well, we don't know the context. We don't know what." And I'm like,
What context could there be? I mean,
well, that
"It's
was
still
like,
assault. I don't care if someone called you. I don't care what they called you. The second you punch them, it's assault and battery. Period."
unless
And
unless
kicking the head
she
should
just
be attempted murder.
Yeah.
well, that was like the 14-year-old boy that beat up that 9-year-old girl on the bus.
Yeah.
Just
What
like
are happening to sticks
dwelling
and
on it.
stones? Yeah.
Yeah. Actually got worse. There was one case where 2 or 3 like 14, 15-year-olds beat up a little kid and said that all they had to do was say that she said a mean word. They didn't even say that it was the N-word or anything. They said, oh, she was mean to us. And it's like, oh, you're a minority. You can get off, for beating up a little girl. These Soros DAs, man. how dare you complain about election interference when you get people like Soros funding garbage tier humans to run for office? And shame on all the people electing them.
So I heard a rumor, and I want to see if y'all heard it too. Is who is funding DeSantis? I heard it's George Soros.
You heard wrong.
Okay,
No,
good.
that was a rumor put out by
That's why I asked. I didn't. I was
Yeah.
like, I can't find nothing, but I
Now
heard it.
there is some. I think one of the Koch brothers may have sponsored his governorship run, but no, Soros is scared to death of Santos.
Yeah, Sanders.
And so he came out. Yeah, that was that so-called endorsement. If you listen to Soros's, he did not really endorse it. He wants DeSantis to go against Trump, so Trump destroys him, so DeSantis' political future is over.
Yeah,
because they're scared to death of both those. If those two guys stop
Join
being
forces.
assholes with each other, and
Yeah.
join forces, and let Trump run again if he wants. I guess I don't know, but I mean, I got problems with both of them, but the establishment is scared. I think I would rather vote for DeSantis and Tulsi myself, but because at least she's moving in the correct direction.
More carefully, you got you got to take the people sometimes you got rather than having,
Oh no, there's no perfect candidate, but I heard a similar thing, Tommy, that he had to endorse him and all this, and then I found the clip of the actual statement. I'm like, that's not. He's trying to goad them into fighting each other so they destroy each other.
That's the point. They're afraid that they'll join forces, and DeSantis has said under Florida law, he can run for a second term, so he will.
Yeah, I gotta switch something around so I can
now
get done
in
with
Florida.
my
Is it
support.
actually limited to 2 terms consecutive or 2 terms in maximum?
I don't know. But honestly, I'm hoping that Trump and DeSantis could run like president, vice president.
I would love to see payback.
Yeah,
I would like to see
That's
that.
what I want. I'm sorry.
I'd like to see that.
Much better
Then I
than
would like to
Pence.
see after Trump's time, I'd like to see him endorse DeSantis.
Yeah.
If they could join forces, they'd bring the whole party.
Yeah. The problem is that they're too busy thinking about the Bible Belt and the idiots who vote for people like Lindsey Graham and
I feel like you just personally attacked me.
Yeah. Not you. Kentucky.
That's racist!
Well, come on. Mitch McConnell. Kiss him.
Nazi fags.
You said Mitch McConnell. That's his button.
Yeah.
I can't stand Mitch McConnell.
Yeah.
That dude talks like he got a mouthful of mud. Mouthful of something, but
That means you're gay.
And Lindsey Graham, I think he's sharing some cheese with Hunter.
That means you're gay.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
I'm pretty
better
sure
believe
Lindsey
it,
Graham
bucko.
is.
If he's not out of the closet, it's like right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lady Gaga, they call him in Washington, D.C. Let that sink in.
Lindsey Graham opens up the closet, sees a mirror, and says,
Guess what, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Seth, I found you a new mouse.
"What?
All right, I'm gonna send it. I'll share screen.
Yeah, you could always share screen. You have 2 screens now.
Yeah.
You always do that though. It's funny.
I know, my bad.
I know. It's something.
It's a bad habit.
I know.
Yeah. Right there, share.
That's pretty dope.
Oh.
That's
I
nice.
mean, that's cool.
That's very nice.
Oh, you're on Macari too. Like I've been on there looking for all kinds of stuff. I I want a Game Boy Color with the backlit screen.
Oh,
I've been looking for those, but every one of them is like $200.
oh,
Yeah.
That's where I go to get most of my anime DVDs from. Everywhere else is just from Bookman's and other places.
they also got a Star-Lord mouse. It's actually more expensive. It's $30 instead of that $10 mouse. They got an Ant-Man mouse, a Groot mouse.
Speaking of Ant-Man, you know how bad it's doing in the movies right now?
I'm curious.
Less people went to see Ant-Man and the Wasp opening night.
Well,
I mean, more people went to see Ant-Man and the Wasp on opening night.
I will.
Quantumania.
I can attest to this.
It went on the seas 2 days before it hit any theater.
Did it?
Yeah, so big fans probably went there first to watch it.
I mean, realistically, like it has not. From what I've heard, it has no benefit to like the actual story. I don't understand how this is the opening for Phase 5 when it's just like nothing.
Unless they're trying to start out small and work.
They said it was the most important introduction of a character since Thanos, and it's no. Kang does not show any of his powers whatsoever. But you do find out how the original Wasp survived. She was bumping hips with Kang.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Woohoo. Now we know how she breathed and got her makeup and clothes.
I heard Bill Murray shows up too.
I heard it was a very wasted cameo.
And very weak cameos in the movie, apparently. So,
but I mean, Kang is not that, in my opinion, that big a Marvel villain. I mean, he is to a certain extent, but I don't think he's going to be. They need another somebody like that if they're going to follow Thanos.
The problem is they use their best first. They use Thanos first. They shouldn't. They had so many other villains lined up. They should have not used Thanos until the end. Thanos should have been Endgame. That should have been it. That was the original plan. Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
It was to be the end of the MCU before they moved on. I guess they didn't expect it to survive. I think. As much as the audience drop off they had after the MCU. With Endgame, I think they said to themselves, "Now we can pick it up again," and they obviously.
Well, Disney believes their own BS. They thought they could make. They didn't understand. They didn't believe that the Marvel characters were popular on their own. They thought it was because they did it.
Mm-hmm.
Iron Man, Hulk,
absolutely.
Thor, Captain America. Those are already popular characters.
Right.
That's why they invested in the stupid Eternals
movie.
Look
at
they
any
took a property that nobody cares about in the comics.
Yeah. You look at every movie.
Disney and Marvel, it'll be successful because it's us.
Yeah.
Nobody.
But if you look at every successful Marvel movie, it's been Robert Downey Jr. in it.
Yep.
That he was the last.
That's what the problem is.
And I'm so sick of people saying, "Oh, Iron Man was a C-list character before Marvel." No, Iron Man was a founding Avenger. That's like saying, "Oh, I don't know, Green Lantern is a C-list character before." No, he was a founding Justice Leaguer.
The thing of it is, though, and I've heard that argument before, and I kind of agree with it because not that I would say a C list, I would say like B, because maybe
A2 or B1, but definitely not C.
See, here's the thing, though. When I was a kid growing up, I knew of Iron Man because of Spider-Man, the animated series. He was in that.
I knew of Iron Man because he. Cartoon series too.
No,
Right,
I've seen
but see-
Iron Man Adventures followed, and then that was the last of the Marvel animated, but it was still there.
But the thing of it is, though, is that like Iron Man really wasn't involved in anything during the 90s.
No.
Well, his cartoon series was in the 90s.
I don't remember seeing it, and I was
Well-
like, I would if I had have seen it, I would have looked for it.
My
Like-
thing is, I mean,
There was
Iron Man
another
wasn't a household name to normies
Right, and
before
see, I was a
before the
normie.
movie, but well,
I didn't pay. I mean, I didn't. I watched. What was on TV. I honestly didn't. I never knew that we had any comic book shops nearby. I never really knew what a comic book was. Growing up, like we just didn't have it. So I mean, I just didn't know. I just knew what was on TV.
you ever read either of the David Michelini, Bob Layton Iron Man runs?
No, I have no idea what that is.
The Demon in a Bottle issue.
Oh yeah, those are great.
Those are so.
That's
And then
basically what they were kind of loosely based in Iron Man 2.
yeah, and then Iron Man 2 just totally screws it up. It's like they have him in the comic.
They didn't want to like. That's after Disney bought it, and they didn't want to do the whole alcoholic type thing.
Demon in a Bottle. Look it up. A great issue. I mean, you could probably read it online for free. But I mean, basically the villain in that issue is alcoholism. And I mean, it's a little unrealistic. I mean, he realizes he hits rock bottom, and when Jarvis, who's a real guy in the comic book, he's basically his Alfred. He's basically Iron Man's Alfred Pennyworth. Decides, I'm not going to watch you kill yourself. I'm out of here. I'm quitting. And that's when he realizes he's got to straighten up. And with his help and his girlfriend's help.
Excuse me. They don't want to do cerebral things. They want to do.
It could have been so good.
Noises.
Oh yeah.
It could have been
But
so
it's
good.
too cerebral for the normies. They want colored lights and punchy.
Mm-hmm.
And Tony Stark going tank missile like he's Elton John.
And then they have like the whip or the whatever the hell that character that Mickey Rourke was playing. Only he didn't resemble it. He was a crappy character in the comic, and I don't know what the hell he was in the movie, but it's like
even crappier in the movie.
Yeah. It's like, I want my bird. I want my bird. What the hell is that?
And
the only thing saving DC right now is they still remain a little bit dark, and not everything's a joke.
Oh, it's about to take a nosedive, according to the critics who saw the preview of Aquaman 2, and they're thinking of giving it a 0.
Well, I don't believe everybody when they're saying the Flash.
Is that them talking, or is it their bribe talking?
No, they're refusing. The studio's in a panic because their shills are saying no. This is garbage.
There's the buzz for a while has been that Aquaman 2 is horrible. That's been the buzz for a while.
They're saying it's not just Amber Heard. They're saying Jason Momoa was drunk.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
No. Somebody tweeted it and took it down, but I didn't get a screen capture of it. Just somebody told me that they're really tearing in. They were really tearing into Jason Momoa, and then you go to his site page, and unfortunately, Twitter had already cleaned house. They were really ripping into him, asking what's going on. Because it's a totally different performance according to the comic book pro, and they're usually not wrong about gossip.
Get forced to work with Amber Turd, would you not be drunk?
Mm-hmm.
But there's I don't believe this rumors that Amber Heard was reading books on set and disinterested in the movie. I think she was trying to lift her image.
Well, I mean, that would follow.
That's a shocker.
That would follow the DCEU pattern where Wonder Woman first movie pretty good, second movie train wreck. It's like Aquaman, one fairly decent.
Because Zack Snyder wrote the script. when they put Patsy in charge writing the script, it was garbage.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's
She can
odd.
direct,
When
but
you
she can't
know
apparently
it's a
can't
Zack,
write.
yeah. The thing is, when you know it's a Zack Snyder movie, it's okay. But when nobody knows it's a Zack Snyder movie, for some reason he does his best work when nobody knows it's him.
Well, see, here's the thing that bothered me the most. So I got HBO Max to see the Snyder Cut.
Yeah.
So I watched the first one, well, the original one, and then I watched the Snyder Cut.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, wait, there's a third one.
Oh.
And it was in black and white.
Oh, right. Yeah, I heard about that.
I was like,
is that any different from the other Snyder Cut?
No.
What the hell's the black and white? It's
and
just black and white.
Yeah, I was like, what's the point? If I want to watch it in black and white, I have a setting on my TV to do that.
Well,
I still talking about Zack Snyder. I still cannot believe they shot the entire Army of the Dead with a camera with a bad pixel.
Yeah, I heard that.
Like watched that movie. It's like, there's something wrong with my TV.
I heard about that. That would drive me nuts if I found that out after that.
Yep.
But I didn't watch the Snyder Cut. Here's why I didn't watch it, Tommy. I hear all this stuff, and then he's doing it in a 4:3 aspect ratio. It's like, are you effing kidding me? It's like, why is like, so the whole thing is going to be, it makes no sense. I mean, other than the fact that he wanted to, he knew he could get away with doing it.
Might as well do letterbox and really cheese people off.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it only on half my screen?
They
there you go.
The main villain, though. I feel like, Marvel had it right. They worked up to it. It seemed like DC just kind of threw it at you.
Yeah, they did it too. They tried to do it too quickly.
Well, originally Marvel was doing like a nice long game of chess. Then DC come in and kicked over the board and said, "King me, bitch."
Yeah.
And here's the kicker. DC's trying to, build Darkseid as the villain, and by the time they can even get Darkseid out there, Thanos has already appeared, who's basically a Darkseid ripoff that Jim Starlin did. Like, it's like by the time they get there, people are going to be saying, "Oh, that's just a ripoff of Thanos," not realizing it's the other way around. It's like DC just can't win.
They did the whole thing wrong anyway when they started.
Marvel, sorry.
With Superman, they should have done like Metropolis was as bad as Gotham before Superman got there.
Mm-hmm.
Intergang was like running rapid. They used Intergang poorly in the Black Adam movie, but that's what should have been basically the first villain for Superman. Showed up, start cleaning up the town. They break into Star Labs, creates an accident. Rudy the janitor gets exposed to an experiment, turns into Parasite. Then you get a powerful character that brings Superman down to his knees because he steals his powers. But at the end of the movie, you can do like a end-credit scene where Intergang's trying to get weapons, and a shadowy figure comes out, and it's the Sod from Apocalypse selling them apocalyptic tech.
That's what they should have done.
The problem is
Build
the people
up.
They did that in the Superman cartoon. Sorry, David.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Sorry. The problem with DC is that the executives, particularly Zack Snyder, know nothing about comic books or the storylines or they just went through a list of what's popular and just said, okay, what can we do with this that we don't have to pay, that we have to pay the least royalties on?
All right. Question for y'all. Who did it? Who got closer to the comic books, DC or Marvel?
Well, it depends. Like you can't say just in general overall. The first Captain America movie was damn good.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
They took some liberties for like modern retelling, but it was a comic book movie. Iron Man 1, good comic book movie.
Mm-hmm.
I can't really say that for the rest of the MCU. They start deviating, adding more like their own stuff.
I think
Avengers was good because
Deadpool was good.
Loki was the reason the Avengers came together in the comics, so that was nice. Little touch. Going forward, they start deviating a little bit too much.
I would say Marvel did a better job, but I'm kind of I'm sorry.
No,
go ahead.
I can't really say DC's had any knock it out of the park Movies, as like getting the comic book right, maybe.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
89 Batman, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect movie.
The problem is DC's pouring acid on their own success. Every time they have a success, they just pour acid on it and try to keep shoehorning in identity politics or
they got to quit doing cocaine every time they have a success.
And with DC, you've got to ask, well, closer to which comic version? Because they've had there's the pre-crisis version of the Justice League. There's a post-crisis version. There's the post-Zero Hour version. There's the post-New 52 version. There's they've reset their continuity like 3 or 4 times at least. Whereas
And
Marvel is relatively the same. I mean, they've done other things to screw it up.
The DC EU with Man of Steel and making Superman so freaking dark. Was stupid.
Yeah, that was very dumb.
When people were like clamoring for the Snyder Cut and Snyderverse and all this stuff, I thought Snyder dropped the ball on the DC universe big time. He did not get the characters. But is it the Snyder Cut better than the Whedon Cut? Absolutely.
Now, I understand.
Is it great? Yeah. No. It's all right. A lot better movie.
But I understand it made enough money to justify the cut's release, and by their own internal rules, they should have kept Zack Snyder. But Zack Snyder made one critical mistake. He wanted to be front loaded with money, like they did with J.J. Abrams. But J.J. Abrams just walked away with $500 million for free. He just only has to produce one piece of garbage for them, which I believe he has, and it got cut up and thrown out. They have lost so much money, they can't afford to front load Zack Snyder. So he had a hissy fit. So they threw him out.
What James Gunn's got to install his plans suck.
Yeah. No, but they should have worked with him. They should have done something, other than constantly reboot.
They could have done some tinkering and possibly course corrected. I agree. I mean, I didn't like Batman versus Superman that much, but they could have. There was things in there where they could have course corrected. They could have said that was Luthor's son and brought in somebody else as the real Luthor, like they kind of hinted that they were going to do. They could have done other stuff. It's like constantly rebooting everything is not the answer. I mean,
and this obsession with younger characters, believing it will capture a younger audience. The younger audience don't want to see themselves. They don't want to see themselves as the villains. They don't.
Right.
Young villains.
I understand some part of why they're doing a younger character. Look at Wolverine doesn't age, so the problem now is it's going to be they're going to do probably
but
have
Old Man Logan was the most popular Wolverine.
Yeah.
Well, Wolverine's all supposed to be 5'2", and they get a 6'2" guy playing him.
He's supposed to be Canadian, not Australian too.
Yeah.
Yep.
But at least he wasn't.
I think he was a good Wolverine, though.
I liked him as Wolverine.
People were super upset when they originally announced him because he looks nothing like the character. He's too big, and he basically was an unknown at the time too.
I think that's why they're doing younger actors now, so they can tell a longer story.
But the problem is that they're not starting from the beginning. They're rebooting. They want to obsess with origin stories, and the audience know the characters. They don't want the origin stories of the characters that have already been introduced.
Right.
They want the DCEU to be a extended universe, not we're going to reboot every 3 years because one movie doesn't do well.
And can we please not see Martha and Thomas Wayne killed yet again, for God's sake?
They ran that to the ground.
We're going to see it again.
14 times have done it. 14 Batman origin stories.
We're going to see those damn pearls hit the ground in slow motion yet again.
So, question though. Do you think that the superhero movie thing, how long do y'all think it's going to last?
With a 53% audience drop, maybe another 5 to 10 years. before
That's
it's zero.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking another 5 to 10 years we won't have superhero movies no more.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
we'll still have them, but it'll be like it was in the 80s and 90s, where we have one, one here and there, and they'll be crap. They won't pour any money into them.
Yeah.
It'll be like Meteor Man and.
Yeah, but don't forget, in the 80s, they purposely made superhero movies bad because they didn't want to end the era of action movies. They were making too much money off Arnie and others. But then Stallone's Cobra, that was a kicker in the teeth for the action genre.
I have yet to see a Jubilee live action. I can't remember. I cannot remember. I can't recall.
Yeah,
wasn't she in X3 or something briefly?
Yeah,
they
totally.
did have a Jubilee. I forget which movie.
Gambit was brief.
Okay.
Gambit was the brief one.
Okay.
They mentioned Jubilee, I think, but I don't think she was on screen. I think she was.
They had a Jubilee on screen at one point in one of the movies.
I can't remember.
I can't either. I'll have to go back and look.
One of the First Class timeline movies.
Oh, that's why. She was only a mention, yes.
Yeah, it was only a mention.
They actually showed her on screen.
Yeah.
And they had an Asian girl player.
They see the problem is, and Fox had so many people doing what I would definitely call internal sabotage, where they were deliberately making bad movies because they wanted to up the profitability of their older material. That was
would
still
explain
on DVD.
a lot. If it was a typical, that would
The
certainly
movie
explain.
releases for Fox weren't making enough money. It was the DVD releases that were making Fox a lot of money. And so they were making, later directors were getting their movies nerfed because they didn't want to cut into their DVD sales.
There she is.
Oh,
right.
Looks like her. Kinda.
More or less, but I have a feeling if they came out with like a full-fledged Gambit movie, then that would be good.
She was an X-Men.
Just keep Channing Tatum away from the fucking thing.
They should just do a damn live-action movie.
Yeah, Bryan Singer was sabotaging Fox.
They should just do a live-action movie that's just like the cartoon was, that everyone loved. I mean, I only saw that cartoon recently. I read X-Men back in the 80s, but I
that cartoon back too.
Yeah, and I bought up all the DVDs and I watched them, and my daughter even liked them. My 8-year-old daughter even liked them. So it's like
my sister, she saw the X-Men animated series for the first time, not when we were growing up in the late 90s, but this was her first time, and I asked her, I'm like, well, what'd you think? Because I wanted her to get into some seasons before I asked her opinion. She's like, I really like it. She told me what she liked and what she didn't like, and I'm like, okay, fair enough, and I left it at that.
See, another problem is you have a lot of people in Hollywood who don't like the material they're making.
Oh, good for you.
Perfect. Perfect.
Like Henry Cavill's leaving The Witcher. The people writing and producing the show actively hate the source material.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Dude,
the reason they got him in the first place.
The Mario movie's gonna beat the shit out in everything in April.
And that's what La La Land was going to reboot musicals. That's the kind of garbage they like and want to make.
If Seth Rogen can stay off Twitter for a little bit during the opening weekend, that would be fucking fantastic. And then go on a tirade after the box office success.
Is he in that thing?
He is. He's playing Donkey Kong, but I did see the trailer, and he kept it good. So I'm like, okay, I can work with this. Jack Black as Bowser, no complaints. Still trying to get used to Chris Pratt though. Still trying. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to accept it though. I mean, I'm just gonna have to accept it.
An odd choice in my opinion, but I guess he's popular now. So,
well, that's another mistake they do too. a property that's popular as Mario, they didn't need to get these A-list actors for voice actors.
Right. They could have got anybody. They could have got unknowns.
They could have got the original voice actors who made the characters what they were.
Yeah.
And those people really deserve a good paycheck.
Yep.
Yep.
Just like when they replaced.
That'll be a big draw. Kids don't give a shit that an A-list actor is playing a voice in Mario or Bowser or Donkey Kong.
It's like when they replaced Arlene Sorkin as the voice of Harley with what's-her-face from Big Bang Theory. It's like, what the hell was the point of that? It's like,
oh God, that was terrible.
It's like, why?
I wanted to rip out my eardrums when I heard that.
Did they replace her, or she just saw the script and didn't want to do it?
I don't know. That's a good question because that was horrible.
And they keep renewing it.
Mm-hmm.
They cancel Young Justice, but they keep doing that horrible show.
Yeah, the DC animated universe just went right down the crapper. I don't know what happened there.
And people hate watched Velma enough where they're going to renew it too.
Yep, I knew that was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I have not yet to watch it because I knew it looked bad. It was like, why would I want to watch something that's horrible?
It looks stupid.
I agree. I just sat there and I'm like, you don't even have to watch the series. You could just read a synopsis and look at it, and it's like, what the fuck? What timeline is this?
Yep.
Who okayed this idea? You could just look at it and be like, nope, fuck that.
It's like, why would you even attempt to watch the stupid thing? Just to like rip on it. It's like,
yeah,
why?
But because I'm not going to watch these. I'm not going to go to YouTube and watch somebody do a. I know it's happened with Star Wars, but
I don't even watch YouTube reviews on shows I don't like. Why would I care?
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I don't get why people hate watch all these reviews on bad TV shows. It's like, they're bad. Move on.
Oh,
but I think.
Do they want reformation that they know it's bad or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Probably, yeah. And they sit there every frame going through every.
I rather see.
And it's like, that's not entertainment for me.
Exactly. I rather watch good show reviews or good movie reviews.
I'd rather watch a playthrough of I'd rather watch a Doom playthrough.
If you want to do an original property, make an original property. Quit hijacking IPs to do.
They can't. This is the problem.
Your passion project, like wherever yours.
Hollywood's obsessed with rebooting all IPs with racially.
Look at Vox Machina. It is completely new, new animation, like based on like D&D stuff, and it was entertaining. They didn't have.
What's that called again? What'd you say?
Vox Machina on Amazon Prime.
Vox Machina.
Yeah.
Never heard of that. I'm gonna have to check that out.
It's based on a web series, and they're like voice actors and stuff. They do their like D&D like series.
The Legend of Vox Machina.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That does sound interesting.
I like D&D because I'm like an old D&D person.
Group that end up actually becoming heroes.
Okay.
They're just more or less like partying and like going on adventures, then they end up getting like real adventures they got to take care of.
Have you ever heard of Record of Lodos War?
That sounds familiar.
That's a Japanese anime that came out in the 90s, I believe.
Okay.
And it's pretty heavily based on Dungeons and Dragons. You can tell what they've done there. So
I get more enjoyment right now watching.
But it's also done with love too. They're like fans of D&D, and it shows. And I'm like, okay, I could vibe with it.
What's the best modern superhero style comic book stuff comes from Japan. Like My Hero Academia, the guy is actually a fan of like Marvel superheroes, and he keeps giving Deku more powers that matches Spider-Man.
One Punch,
fantastic series.
You look at the success of it's not just the success of the Japanese superhero It's the success of manga in general. The manga manga had a 30% drop or something, and they saw, and it was, I thought that was bad, but it's 7.2 billion in sales compared to DC and Marvel, who only had 3.8 billion, and that was up 26%.
I was at Bookman's and Barnes Noble yesterday, as well as a few other places. The manga section was huge in all three stores, and I'm just like, well, god damn it, I want to buy. If I had the capital, I would have probably bought out all those shelves. But that goes to show, though, I mean, they were doing by the numbers, because there was like 4 to 5 different people in line, in each line during those stores. About 98% of them had like mangas. One person had 6 in his hand.
And the Marvel DC trade section keeps getting smaller.
Yep.
I will agree. I did see at Bookman's.
This is how Marvel and DC are padding their numbers. After they won't sell Diamond and stuff, they'll ship off their back stock to like Ollie's and other discount chains.
That's
pumping the numbers. Kind of sales.
They're pumping the numbers by dumping their comics cheap, but they're making their money from the Chromebooks or the once-offs.
They make enough money to make a profit, then they dump the rest of the books.
Yeah,
I will eat your ass.
But they're getting their money by putting out alternate Chromebook covers, charging $30 for a $2 comic book.
I'm kind of retarded.
Came out in the 1990s.
The biggest thing I have an issue with Ollie's, I like buying my trades at Ollie's and stuff, but they stick the freaking stickers on the covers.
That's to ruin their value.
Yeah,
on purpose.
Oh, I agree. I hate it when if I'm going to buy an action figure, sometimes it's not often that this happens. Sometimes the price tag is there. Other times it's like on the little fucking back of the box or case. It's like, what the fuck?
I know exactly
what I really hate is the fact that they unwrap the box and then put the price on the actual cardboard. Mm-hmm. They actually take plastic off.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Amazon got that beat.
Because they ruin the value. They don't want
a protective mailer, slap a label on the actual directly the box and mail it.
Yeah, because they don't want you to go to Ollie's, buy it all up, and sell it on eBay.
Right.
Well, it's Amazon. If you got pre-orders on Amazon, you don't check a box to put this in a actual shipping box. When you do pre-orders, that's like Amazon exclusives.
Yep.
They will slap a shipping label on the item you're ordering and mail it to you without putting it in a box and completely destroy the packaging.
Isn't it Amazon? Didn't Amazon? It wasn't Amazon recently. They cut the shrink wrapping on a lot of their stuff.
There's another annoyance for Amazon. When you get stuff like in a bubble mailer,
yeah,
they put the freaking like the backings like for like the sticky tack in your packaging all the time.
You know what's really weird?
They put their trash in with your package, with your item.
Yeah. I don't want to go grab it. What's really weird is I got my earbuds, but I sent them back. But when I got my earbuds, they were only this big, right? They came in a big box full of balloon packs.
Mm-hmm. And what the fuck are we gonna do with the balloons?
They'll put it in a bubble mailer.
Yeah. No, because Amazon have cutting down their boxes. So if it doesn't fit in box A, they put it in box B. But they only have a couple of different sizes now. They don't have the medium box.
I ordered a pack of button cell batteries, and they stuck it in like a 12 by 12 box.
Yeah. Amazon are so poorly planned; they're falling apart at the seams.
Plus, they wasted $1 billion on a horrible TV series.
Well, not just that. They've been not Bill Gates. Jeff Bezos has been siphoning billions of dollars out of that company for the last 20 years into other projects. And without the government contracts, if the way the government contracts are shrinking, they won't make any money because I don't think they've ever made money without government contracts. And if anybody believes Jeff Bezos' claim that he was stuffing books back in 1991, I got a bridge to sell you.
Oh, there.
They were shipping textbooks. That's how they started. They were shipping textbooks.
Chrome.
He was a manager, he was never working in the factories or the warehouses. He got his start not shipping books for people, but shipping textbooks for what's it? Where Portland is, isn't it? Portland and Seattle. That's where he was shipping textbooks to the schools there. That's how he got all his money.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Well, what do you think of Disney's future at 3.5? What's their goal now? 5.5 billion in cost to cut.
Yeah.
Well, they got 3.5 now. Boo.
No, they've increased it. They've got their new target's now 5.5 billion in cost to cut. I think that's monthly, isn't it, or annual?
Well, they gotta. If they're wanting to cut cost, I can totally see both Warner Brothers and Marvel, and Disney shutting down Marvel and DC Comics and going like full digital and keep them running for a while
digital,
there.
Yeah, I see digital. Yeah.
Of course, they did shut down like Comixology too, though. Even digital's not doing well.
Yeah.
That was a Bezos thing too, though.
Yeah. But the reason why that failed is not so much that it was so many people didn't want to take it up because the interface was terrible. You had despite the fact that it's supposed to auto chapter, it didn't. The software
people like actual physical media. It's a comic book.
Yeah, yet you had the option that using the software to put it all together and clicking physical media available, make physical available. They should have, if they just did that, I think it would have been fine. Just fix the interface on the comic book maker. But Bezos is looking for, like most of the oligarchs now, they're looking for the shortest route to $1 trillion. You know, once they made $1 billion, and they got government contracts that were making them $10 billion a year. And then they jumped to a monopoly making $10 billion a month. They now think they can make $100 billion a month. I mean, where's it going to come from? Just inflation, I guess. But another reason why they don't want to go digital is these so-called smart cities, you know, paperless, wireless, you own nothing, you subscribe. If we want to reboot Superman, all your Supermans, they want to make Superman black, all your back issues now have the same black Superman. You know, they totally erase the past. Mm-hmm. That's why they want to go digital. So it gives them digital control over your library. You don't own it.
Which is why I'm still buying, physicals still.
Oh yeah, always.
Actually, this one person looked at me because my sister took me birthday shopping, pre-birthday shopping yesterday, and this person looked at us because we were doing cash, and they're like, "Y'all don't have a credit card?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Well, we do, but." I'm like, "Well, we do, but we prefer to pay in cash at least."
Yeah, that used to be for emergencies. Apparently not anymore.
Yeah, for real.
And then he literally went to go get his manager. I'm like, how stupid is this person?
He couldn't handle the cash?
No, he couldn't. I'm like, are you new here? Like, is this your first day?
This reminds me of my first job too. When I started back at the hardware store, if anybody handed me,
we got the stuff, so we're good.
Manager, that was so ridiculous, so petty. I can't believe it still goes on.
I wish you could have seen the manager's face as when we told him what was going on. He looked at his employees like, "You go restock the back," and the employee just walked away. And he turned to us. He's like, "I am terribly sorry about that. What was it you were trying to buy again?" So we show him. He's like, "Oh yeah," and then we hand him the cash, and then he takes it, and we're on our way.
Yeah.
How long is it going to be before you're not able to use cash? Is what I'd like to know.
Precisely. And I'm just like, I'm just like, did what fucking?
Yeah. Why did
the Gen Z has a new challenge. Did you hear about it?
No.
TikTok challenge. Writing your name without lifting up the pen. They
Oh.
discovered cursive.
What?
That's racist. Come on, that's writing your name in cursive. That's racist.
Like they like find it like
cultural bias.
They think they invented like root beer floats, Coke floats.
By the way, this is what I purchased yesterday with that incident. So, for context.
Yeah, I mean, I think what is it? DC have only got Batman now. They're losing Superman audience. They're losing in the comic books.
They had Superman get anally raped, so
yeah,
or sodomized. So yeah,
and it was like a year before anyone figured out to do any videos on that because nobody friggin' reads them anymore.
No.
Well, they even the audience in a world that depends on Superman in the comic books, nobody even knew he's missing.
Yep.
How do you not know Superman's missing?
I don't know.
No, but it's definitely a clear case that these
Especially
people.
His wife.
Why are they not interested in paycheck? Because they're cultural nihilists. They want to destroy everything. You know, they don't care what they destroy as long as they destroy something and they feel that's their achievement in life. They don't have any goals. They don't have ambition.
Superman should be getting close to going in the public domain too.
That's coming pretty soon.
So they want to sabotage the character.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the thing. I think they want to ditch a lot of these characters. Because they also try. Another reason why I think they want to go public domain is so they don't have to pay royalties anymore. The royalties are costing them more than what they're making.
What's up, Tommy?
Oh, that's good. That's gonna be a lot of lawsuits coming.
No, but
what's up, Tommy?
What time are you going next Saturday to the NDA?
I don't know. We got coffee and gaming in the morning, so you know. I'll probably be done with that by about like 8:30 or probably 8.
All right, I'll be there Friday too, setting up.
Are you coming up here Friday?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, no, this is at 8 in the morning Friday. I got to set up.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've come to the end of our time period. I'm tired.
Yep.
I need to set up coffee and gaming, but I don't know what I want to play yet. I'm going to set it up, but I probably won't put a...
I'm debating if I want to continue Genshin or go boot up Aliens Fire Team.
I really want to play Hogwarts, but I can't find it anywhere. It's all sold out.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's only on physical.
There was a lot of my GameStop.
Yeah. Well, everywhere around here seems to be gone, so I gotta have to track it down or order it.
See, it's either gonna muck around with Ghost Recon or
I'm thinking Division.
Maybe Division?
I think Ghost Recon's going to be pulled off because I'm pretty sure it went out. I'll look here in a few minutes.
Did you only have a month on that, did you? Was that on Game Pass?
Well, the thing, it was going to leave Game Pass at like the end of this month.
Oh,
So I don't know if it's already gone or what. So I'll double check, but
well, you got a couple of days left then.
maybe.
Maybe
I know it
then.
was like in the 20s of this month it was going to be gone. So I don't know if it's already gone or what, but we will. I want to make some commercials.
So bad, so sad. They lost, I guess.
Yeah. Tommy, I want to make some commercials. I want to make a commercial about coffee and gaming that I don't have to talk about. I can just hit the button and it play a commercial.
Okay.
You know? Maybe we can do commercials like Lape can get a beer review, talk about his beer reviews, we can play that. And then David can talk about his book or something.
We get CollectorExpress to do a small video of one of his toys.
Well, yeah, we could do something like that. But it's mainly like pushing towards channels and whatnot. Not necessarily stuck on a product, just pushing each other's like channels.
Channels like commercial, like a
hey. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, come over here to CollectorExpress. If you like toys, come over here, kind of deal.
Yeah.
I want to do something like that just to have to break up the monotony of
hey,
telling
if you
everybody
like big
goodbye.
tits and big asses, come over this channel over here.
But anyway, check out all of our links down below. We will be live tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. for some coffee and gaming. Check out all the links. Everything's listed down there. Check it out. Until then, happy birthday, Tommy.
Don't let the butter hit the floor.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Tommy.
You make it through 33, you're home free.
We will be live next week from the garage. It'll be a good time. Till then, we'll see you later.
Hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the
Bye-bye.
Good day, sir.
Later, dudes.
Good night, Jimbo.
Hell, I got to go.
Peace out.